Hi, it's Marlene, and this is the Angel Advisory for the week of February 22nd to the 28th. We have made it to the last week of the month of February, the month of love. We are all feeling, well, not all of us, I'm sure, because there are some countries or some parts of our countries that are still under winter's grip in the most horrific way. There's tons of snow and cold weather and storms coming in still. They're not letting up. Over here on the west coast in Vancouver, we have been experiencing beautiful spring-like weather, which I know does not seem fair to the rest of the world and the parts of the country that are feeling the grip of winter still. However, for us, it's like spring has arrived and we are ready to get on with our spring planning. There are crocuses coming up, the cherry blossoms are starting to come out, the daffodils are up out of the ground, the snowdrops are infusing us with their grace and their presence. And yesterday I seen my first robin. This week is about sort of closing off the month of February. And it has been the month of love, and so we have that love energy that is still with us and will help us to close off the month of February, so that when March arrives next Sunday, and March is going to be the month of new beginnings, and that partly because of spring coming in March, the spring equinox. And so we are being asked to move forward. It's time to move forward, and to do so by determination and by focusing that we are ready and accepting that we're ready to move forward in our lives. So what came to me this morning is that we really need to let go of our past, and that can be really difficult because our past has brought us to where we are right now, and it's a good thing. However, if we all, and I think we all to some degree, have something from our past that we occasionally comes up within us, or maybe it comes up more often in you, and where you think, oh, I could have done that differently, I wish I would have done this and not done that. And by doing this, we are holding on to the guilt and the shame and the angst and the anger. We are holding on to that, and that is perpetually keeping us stuck in that moment. And realistically, we cannot go back and change how we reacted. And in fact, when we had this situation come up in our life, we were doing the best that we could at that moment. That's exactly what we needed to do in that moment. And now moving forward, we are different people. We learned from that situation, and that from all of the fallout that happened around whatever happened, and we are different people now. But yet we continue to pull these little cards out of our bag that say, oh, you know, stole someone's lunch money in grade 3. And I'm being, rather over the top here because we probably don't remember those things, but it's just as an example. And we keep pulling that out and going, oh, I was so mean and I could have done that a little differently. However, no, for whatever reason, when you were in grade 3 and you were taking that child's lunch money, there was a reason why you were doing that. Whether you were jealous of them and that, or whatever, you didn't have the tools that you have today to be able to deal with situations like that. So by us pulling these cards out of our little bucket all the time, and there are many of them, our lives usually, unless we've had a really exemplary life where nothing has ever made us have pause or think, or we've never been hurt, or we've never, done something to hurt another, then these little things keep coming up. And we relive them every time, and we have self-talk that goes along with that. So it is really time to let go of that. And to do this, we are going to need to just be compassionate, use the love energy of February to really release these things, and to no longer know that they are going to have a hold on us. Just take the lessons that we've learned, which we've already integrated into our lives, and allow ourselves to heal from that. So it is, this week is about self-control and patience. It's about things in moderation. It's about just time to move forward, to get things done, determination, and that Archangel Gabriel has come along She is a motivator to help us move along and push the energy through. We have Archangel Zadkiel, who helps us recall things from our past and helps us to recall sort of the whole thing, not just the thought that we have within our mind and that we keep focusing on. It expands on that and sort of gives us a third person view of what was going on in that time if you allow it to. We also have Archangel Uriel, who is here to tell us that this is all about personal satisfaction. It's about a personal healing. It's on an emotional level. It's about forgiveness. This week is a huge week for just releasing that past with a compassionate thing, using the love energy so that when the 1st of March comes along, we are ready for our new beginnings. We are set, we are ready, and we are going to flow with it. So this week, I'm going to pull some cards from Messages from Your Angels, deck by Doreen Virtue, and we're going to see how we can be supported. Whoop, and we have some cards flowing out. And I actually have 2 cards. So the first card here is Omega. So Omega is about victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So don't stop. Just keep pushing forward. Whether you have support from anyone but yourself or not, keep pushing forward. You're almost to the end of it. It's like you can see the finish line and you've got leg cramps and you're just tired. You've done 20K already and it's just like you are done. Keep pushing forward, and that the joy and the relief and the self-satisfaction and the release that you feel will carry you forward into the new. So keep going forward. You're almost there. But with this card also came Ariel. Okay, so we had Omega and we have Ariel. And Ariel tells us new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So if you are feeling a little bit stuck and like you just don't think you can make it, take a moment and focus on your breath. When you focus on your breath, you are connecting with Source, God, the angels, divine energy, whatever you wish to call it, Buddha, Jehovah, whoever you are, focusing and making a connection. And in those still silent moments, what happens when we focus on our breath is our mind turns off, because we are no longer focusing up here. We are now focusing on bringing in the breath and releasing it. And if you can just get yourself into that, it might take you 5 minutes. But once you do, you're opening up a space within your mind so that solutions and ideas can come that can help you work through whatever it is you're working through. So, Omega, don't give up, and Ariel, call upon the angels, God, whoever, and just sort of ask them for help and to see things in a new view. See if we have another card fall out for the help with this week. Some that are jumping. Oh, there we go. We have 2 again that have come out. So the first one is Celeste. And Celeste talks to us about a happy new move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. And I also feel that by releasing our past, we are ushering in a positive new energy always. And that we are just sort of shifting it from being a negative, because it is the negative thoughts from our past that hold us back. It's never the happy ones that come up to our head and just start rolling around so we can have a good laugh and feel the love wash over us from that event. So there is something in the works. So everyone needs to really hold on to the positivity and to just know that all will be okay. Rochelle is also the card that fell out with Celeste, As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So listen to your heart. Heart's Desires was in last week's, and it's coming up again this week. So perhaps you tried last week to follow your heart's desires and to figure them out, and it was just kind of a little bit hard, and you might not have completed that. Continue working on that this week. Rochelle is one of the angels that is helping us. Okay, let's see if and this one is coming out right away. Seraphina. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. This is the possibility to have family things healed, and by you being the catalyst. by you releasing your angst and everything, it does shift up everything. When we focus on change upon ourselves, there is such a marked, huge difference that it does affect all of those around us. And who is closer to us than our family? They are the ones that are there day after day after day. They are there holding our hand. They are there picking up the pieces. They are there supporting us always. So there are happy changes coming along this week. This week is so full of positiveness and it's just such a gift that we can all give ourselves to be able to do everything within. Sorry about that. I'm just having a little, let's call in the angels here. We can, everything that we can do to make ourselves happy and to release our past, and that's so that we have positiveness and everything. And I don't know if all of you just seen that, but we just had something float by. Thank you for joining us, angels. Last week I did a Ho'oponopono healing circle, and I will be offering that again this coming Wednesday. I do it through Skype, and that there is a $10 energy charge for you to come and join this and have a healing as well. It'll take about an hour of your time, and that the actual call is only about half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on sort of what happens and what is brought up during that healing time. This is done in a group. You can have it done personally if you would like. I will be posting this later today. I will be updating it on my page. It is on my homepage if you wish to do that. Ho'oponopono is a healing technique that is really powerful, and it goes across all time. What I have done is I have infused the angels into it. I call them all in. We have their support and love helping us do the healing, and I also have infused it with Reiki, so that we can go through all the distance. So if you would really like to experience this, the ones that experienced it with me last week have had phenomenal results from it, and it's just been really amazing in that what has happened and what has transpired. So this week is all about just finishing off the end of your thing, cleaning up your little bits of past and that little things that are holding you back, and each of us knows what that is. And we're going to move into the new next week. So we are going to have Omega. Don't stop. Keep pushing forward. Ariel, ask for some help from your angels. Ask, focus on your breath. Get out of your head and allow the solutions to come, which also are going to come from your heart, because this is what Rochelle is all about. But we also have new things coming in and that are being worked on, and then we are going to have this happy family life, or a happy life. Personal satisfaction at its best. I thank you all for joining me today, and namaste. Have a great week. Until next week, I will talk to you then.